All right, welcome to this explainer. If you're joining me today, there's a really good chance you're dealing with one of modern life's most frustrating little curveballs. You know the feeling, you reach into your pocket or your purse, and nothing. Your heart just sinks, your ID is gone. Whether it slipped out at the grocery store, accidentally went through the wash in your jeans, or was unfortunately stolen, losing a driver license is a highly stressful moment for sure. But hey, take a deep breath. Today, we are going to lay out a clear, totally stress-free roadmap to getting your replacement Texas driver license. We're going to cut right through the bureaucratic maze so you get exactly the information you need. Let's dive right in. Just to keep things organized, our explainer today is broken down into 4 simple stops. First up, the replacement basics. Second, gathering your required documents. Third, the step-by-step process. And finally, what happens next. So, you lost your Texas driver license? Look, it is incredibly easy to panic right now. The immediate thought is almost always about identity theft, or getting pulled over without an ID, or spending hours trapped in some dreary waiting room. But I want to assure you right off the bat, while this is an incredibly common problem, it actually comes with a highly structured, straightforward solution. You are absolutely not the first person this has happened to in Texas, and the Department of Public Safety, or DPS, has a very specific system in place to resolve it. Okay, stop number 1, the replacement basics, getting back on track. Let's define exactly what we're working with here. A Texas driver license replacement is specifically the process of getting a duplicate driver license if your current one is lost, stolen, damaged, destroyed, or just totally unreadable. It's really crucial to understand that we are talking about a replacement right now, not a renewal, and that is a huge distinction. It saves you from dealing with updated vision tests, new exams, or totally different forms. You're literally just asking the state to print a duplicate of the valid license you already hold. So if your card went through the washing machine and the photo is a big blur, or if it literally snapped in half in your wallet, yep, you fall right into this exact category. So who exactly is this process for? Well, you need a replacement if you are a valid Texas driver license holder, and you meet the baseline Texas DPS replacement requirements. Honestly, this should reassure you. As long as your license wasn't expired or suspended, and you already had a valid Texas ID, you are perfectly eligible to start this journey. Moving on to Section 2, gathering your required documents, your DPS packing list. Now, before you pack your bags, you need to know your route, right? You essentially have 2 options. There's the fast lane. That's applying online if you meet the strict DPS eligibility requirements. That lets you handle this right from your couch. Or there is the scenic route, an in-person visit to a Texas Department of Public Safety office. The route you end up taking dictates how you're going to present your documents, but knowing your path is the first major decision you'll make. Eligible drivers can skip the line entirely, while others are going to need to map a route to their local office. And here is your absolutely crucial packing list. Seriously, if you take away anything from this explainer, make it this list. Before you start clicking around online or driving to an office, you must have these specific pieces of evidence. You need proof of your identity, a social security document, and documents proving your Texas residency. Also, if you have it, say if your card is just damaged but not completely gone, you should have your current license information on hand. And finally, for non-US citizens, valid immigration documents are required. You might be wondering, why so strict? Well, because the state needs to absolutely guarantee they aren't handing your identity over to a fraudster. Gathering this exact packing list is mandatory before hitting the road to replacement. Seriously, do not skip a single item here. All right, Section 3, the step-by-step process, navigating the route. Let's break this journey down into bite-sized pieces. Step 1 is your golden ticket check. You want to verify your online eligibility first to see if you can skip that DPS waiting room entirely. If you can't, Step 2 is gathering those crucial documents we just talked about. Step 3 is to actually complete the replacement application itself, and Step 4 is to visit a DPS office. But again, only if you're required to do so because you didn't qualify for the online fast lane. The logic here is pretty simple, right? Verify your path, prepare your proof, fill out the form, and then make your appearance if you need to. Okay, let's see how this builds to the finish line with the final 4 steps. Step 5 is actually submitting those documents you carefully gathered. Step 6 is paying the required replacement fee. Step 7 is the moment you can finally exhale. You receive a temporary paper license to use immediately if that's applicable to your situation. And finally, the ultimate goal, Step 8, receiving your brand new shiny driver license by mail. Those last few steps take you right through the actual transaction, giving you immediate relief with a paper copy and setting you up to just wait for the final card. Which brings us to Section 4. What happens next? The destination. The most important numbers to remember right now are 2 and 3. specifically 2 to 3 weeks. You are not going to walk out of the office with a hard plastic card today. Most replacement licenses are delivered within 2 to 3 weeks, though, processing times can sometimes vary. But knowing this up front definitely saves you from aggressively checking your mailbox every single afternoon. But don't worry, the wait is not going to keep you parked in your driveway. You can drive legally with a valid temporary paper license issued by DPS while you wait for the physical card to arrive in the mail. And that is fantastic news. It means your life doesn't have to go on hold. You can still commute to work, hit the grocery store, and operate a vehicle legally, all with that temporary paper document. Now, another really common question we get is about real ID status. Good news here. If your previous Texas driver license was Real ID compliant, your replacement is generally issued as a new Real ID compliant card as well. This is, of course, provided you continue to meet the requirements. It's basically a one-to-one replacement, maintaining that crucial federal status for things like boarding domestic flights. So you don't lose that hard-earned verification just because your wallet went missing. Before we wrap things up, I want to leave you with some really important final tips drawn straight from the DPS guide. First off, did you recently move? Update your mailing address immediately. If DPS has your old address, your new ID is going straight to a stranger's house, and nobody wants that. Second, bring original documents when you visit DPS. Photocopies of your birth certificate or social security documents simply will not cut it. They need to see the real thing. And third, if your license was actually stolen, make sure to report it if necessary. This helps protect you against identity theft down the line. So, are you ready to get back on the road? Losing a driver license is undeniably a hassle, but as we've seen today, it's a highly logical process. Just check your online eligibility, gather your original documents, and make sure to update your address. Though it does make you wonder, with digital wallets and state ID apps becoming so incredibly common across the country, how much longer will we even have to worry about replacing physical plastic cards in the first place? But hey, until they go entirely digital, at least you now have the exact roadmap to get yours replaced today. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and safe travels out there.